Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And nice to see everybody is here today. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Pepper. Wonderful to see everybody today. The question of the day was, what project currently excites you? And looks like Dan was talking about it's not necessarily exciting, but current project is to finally lay Stacy's mom to rest. I know that you've been dealing with this for a very long time, Dan, and so I wish you great blessings as you do it. I hope that the process is as beautiful as her life was, and as she still lives on through Stacy. But anyways, I actually want to say I'm very excited about the Pinterest board project on my end. We actually got over 1,000 views yesterday. First time I've ever had a comma in my view metrics for the Pinterest board, which I'm sure that Pepper will probably link here shortly. But yeah, over 1,000 card views yesterday, just in one day. How cool that is! How amazing to watch that grow quickly, and just what a testament to the power of just helping somebody else to work on the to work on to work on the project. Man, it is chilly this morning. You got no sound. Do I? Does anybody else have sound? My microphone is working okay. If anybody else doesn't have sound, let me know. Nobody has sound. All right. Testing, testing. All right. Shauna can hear me. That's good. Um, okay. I'm glad that the sound came back. I'll start it from the top. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. Question of the day was about what projects currently excites you, and Dan was talking about how it's not necessarily exciting, but he's going to lay Stacy's mom to rest. And Dan, I sincerely hope that the process of laying her to rest is truly a testament to her life, and that it invokes feelings as beautiful as she was when she was living, and is as she lives on through Stacy. Um, anyway, the fact is that not all projects are things that make us happy. Sometimes projects are things that we just kind of have to do, and we have to make it through them. And unfortunately, burying a loved one is one of those things. It's something that I am reasonably familiar with myself, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. But in the end, it can be the occasion of burying somebody, of saying our final goodbyes, can absolutely be a beautiful thing that provides us with a sense of peace and closure, and allows us to close one chapter of life and open up another chapter of life. And I do want to say though that the project that I'm currently excited about mostly is that we actually the Pinterest board with all of the IM cards on them got over 1,000 views yesterday. How cool it is to be able to reach so many people. How cool it is to be able to see metrics with a comma in them for just one day. That's just so cool. So I'm very excited about continuing that project and continuing to put this message out there on a different social media platform that's really taken off, and how neat that is. So that's the project that currently excites me, is to continue to make that. Let's see here. So continue to do it that way. But anyways, so that's the project that currently excites me. So we are here again to say some nice things about ourselves, so I'm going to get started on that. Once again, Pepper has made this card, and she has also selected this card. And so what I'll do is I'll pull the card off the deck. I'll ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we're going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. Let's build into our own lives today. Let's change up our own experiences, and more than anything else, let's prepare ourselves for the day ahead by saying some good stuff about us. So without further ado, today I am Collaborative. I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. So I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. Are you collaborative? You are collaborative. You work harmoniously toward shared visions. So I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Writing down that I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. All right. So I am collaborative. You are collaborative as well. We just collaborated to figure out why the volume wasn't working. And I guess it was, well, I'm not entirely sure what was going on with it. But the fact is that we collaborated to figure out what was going on with the wake up call to continue to, so that you guys didn't just have to watch me talk and hope that you could read my lips. But I am collaborative today. You are collaborative as well. Pepper just put up the Pinterest board, another evidence of the collaboration. Yeah, which is today's card. Yeah, so that's today's card on the Pinterest board. If you would like it for yourself, you can go over there, download it, and have it. But indeed, I am collaborative. You're collaborative too, and we work harmoniously toward shared visions. And that's why I asked the question today: what project currently excites you? Because in the end, the projects that we do, and the ones that we really take the farthest, are typically the ones that we are collaborating with others on. And I've noticed that whenever I collaborate with others, I actually get a lot further than when I try to do things all by myself. And the reason is because whenever I'm feeling like I don't want to do it for whatever reason, or I'm feeling like I'm stuck, or I don't know exactly what to do or what direction to go, my collaborators are working tirelessly on their end. And the same thing with them. Whenever they have something that they're not sure exactly what direction to go, it's okay because I have the energy to push the project forward a little bit. So in the end, collaboration is incredibly valuable because it allows us to get a lot further than we otherwise would have gotten alone. There's a Native American proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. And life is a far game. I mean, ultimately, sometimes it's important for us to move fast on projects and to get something done really quickly. But in the end, we can move very quickly, but only for a short period of time. And then eventually we're going to get tired and stop. And I found that when I first started to manifest my own dreams and to really make an effort toward the things that were most important to me, I first decided that, or started by just moving forward on them by myself. And I noticed that I would make rapid progress and then I would hit a brick wall. Something would happen. I would lose the energy, or I would lose the focus. I would lose the determination. I just wouldn't know which direction to go. And then the thing would stagnate, and then it would stall, and then it would stop, and then it would die. And when I learned this about myself, I thought, well, it's time for me to have some accountability and some collaborative ability. And so that's what I did. I started to actively seek out partners, seek out people who believed the same thing that I believed, or who were on board with the vision. And the first thing I noticed is that when I collaborated, that the vision itself was going to change a bit because, once again, we were adding other people to it. The wake up call cards, these I am cards, when I told Pepper that I wanted to have other artists actually add different images, she immediately took the idea and ran with it. And she took the cards that I had already made and started to pop down her own art and her own imagery. And the cards that she's made have taken on a style all of their own, and indeed a life all of their own. It's not my original cards that got 1,000 views on Pinterest just yesterday. It is the cards that she's made. And so, the fact is that I laid down a solid foundation for her to work with this stuff, a solid foundation of like listening to these words every single day, because she's moderating my Twitch stream. But yeah, just a solid foundation of understanding how these cards are constructed and knowing the philosophy behind them that empowered her to know that when she take it to the next step, that she was doing the right things. And then ultimately we are all eating the fruit of that groundwork that I've laid over the years. And indeed, this project has been going on for more than 2 years now. It's crazy how how effective this has been at getting me out of bed for like 2 years. And so I am collaborative, and you are as well. And we work harmoniously towards shared visions. In order for us to work harmoniously towards shared visions, we must have a vision. And having a vision is probably one of the most difficult parts of adult life. Knowing where we are going and working every day to ensure that we are continuing to move in that direction is probably one of the things that requires the greatest amount of discipline, at least in my adult life, because I can do whatever I want, and that includes lots of things that are not helpful or beneficial to me. And when I first realized that I could do things that weren't helping me out in life, my first thought was I need to see about eliminating these things that I'm doing that are holding me back. And when I got past that, I was like, okay, well now at least I'm not hurting myself. What's the next step? And then I realized I had to formulate a vision in order to really, in order to have something to aim for. And so that's when I started to dream into the future. And that's when the power of collaboration really became very, very important to me, because the bigger dreams, the bigger goals that I had set for myself weren't goals or dreams that I could ever accomplish on my own. I could only accomplish them with others. And so I am collaborative. I'm collaborative because it's necessary to be collaborative. And I'm also collaborative because I understand that other people and their energy and their ability to help me, and my ability to fill in the gaps in their own knowledge base, is something that allows us both to win, or allows us all to win and all to succeed. And ultimately, it allows me to move forward on my shared vision. In the end, I find that people are much more willing and interested in helping me with my shared vision if I'm helping them with theirs. And so, to the best of my ability, I you know I work on helping other people with their shared vision as well. Fact is that Pepper asked me last night. She's like, "Hey, your birthday's coming up. What would you like for your birthday?" And I remember just like kind of being dumbfounded by the question, because man, I'm going to be 42 years old, and nobody's asked me what I want for my birthday in a very long time. And I told her, I said, this question confounds me right now, because I am not used to thinking about what I really desire. I'm used to thinking about what other people really desire, and then helping them with their desires, and in the process of that, I get my own desires filled. But in the end, if I have a carte blanche check, or if I have carte blanche for whatever it is that I want for my birthday, well, what is that really? And so it was interesting. The question itself was one that I just hadn't considered, because I'm so used to just working for the things that I want and then getting the things that I want, or somehow. Or somehow realizing or recognizing that what I thought I want isn't what I actually want, and being content with what I have. And let me tell you, contentment with what we have is quite the superpower. But in the end, the question that she posed to me, as simple as it was, really got me thinking about what it is that I want, and if I could have anything, what would that thing be? And so I'm still thinking about that question, but it was such a simple question that for me provoked a whole lot of introspection, of just like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? As a kid, I've just been like, Game Boy. As an adult, I'm like, well, world peace. But how do I get something like that? Um, but yeah, so anyways, I am collaborative. You are collaborative as well. We are collaborative people. We have collaborated. We are currently collaborating on we are currently collaborating on the wake up call, just by being here together. We are currently collaborating on this project, and I thank you so much for being here and helping me to expand these empowering messages across the world. You are indeed a part of that, and as other people start to find this thing from these cards, which is going to start to happen, because we put a link to this show on every one of these cards, but it will start to happen. It's just a numbers game. When that happens, the fact that you're here is going to be incredibly beneficial to the folks who drop by. So thank you so much for just continuing to be here. All right, guys, I'm going to log off for now. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Good morning again to everybody who came by. Dan, good morning, Pepper. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Donna. Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Looks like John L popped in at the very end. Good morning, John L. John L, I know that you're doing some new things, getting a new spot over there at the jockey lot, and looks like you're going to be doing the wheeling and dealing for grown up toys. I know that you did that in the past and were very successful at it. So I hope that you will continue to do that in the future and be just as successful, if not more successful. Just remember that the person, and this advice goes for everybody here, but the person who's doing the thing today is the wisest and the most experienced. Like, you are more wise, you're more experienced than you've ever been, and so am I. And so I know that the way that I'm going to do my life today, I'm going to be standing on the shoulders of who I was yesterday, and we all will be. So let's find some other people to collaborate with, and let's make sure that we have a strong vision for where we are going in life, because that will teach us who to collaborate with and also who to invite into collaboration with ourselves. All right, my beautiful friends, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. We're gonna go through another one of these cards. Until then, this is your daily reminder. I love you. I care about you. I think you guys are amazing, and I'm excited to continue to collaborate with you in so many different ways. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, aloha from paradise.